So here the linear precoding is a general technique for improving the data rate or the link reliability by exploiting the channel state information, that is CSI, at the transmitter. So here precoding is a technique which exploits the transmit diversity by weighting the information stream, that is the transmitter sends the coded information to the receiver to achieve the precoding knowledge of the channel. So here this linear diversity precoding technique will reduce the corrupted effect of the communication channel. So here the linear precoding is a general technique for improving the data rate of the reliability by exploiting the channel state information at the transmitter. So here in this section we will consider the diversity precoding, a special case of linear precoding where the data rate is unchanged and the linear precoder at the transmitter and a linear postcoder at the receiver are applied only to improve the link reliability. So here in this section we consider the diversity precoding. So a special case of linear precoding where the data is unchanged. So and the linear precoder at the transmitter and a linear postcoder at the receiver are applied only to improve the link reliability. So here this will allow the comparison with open loop techniques, that is SFBCs, and the advantage of transmit CSI will become apparent. So with linear precoding in the general case, so the received data vector Z can be written as, that is Z is equal to capital GY, that is equal to G into HFX plus N. That is small z is equal to capital G small y is equal to G into HF X plus N, where the size of the transmitted vector, that is X small x, is M cross M into 1 and the received vector Y small y is NR into 1. So here the postcoder matrix G is capital M cross NR to the given Z dimensions of M cross 1, while the channel matrix capital H is NR into NT. The precode matrix F is NT into M. So the noise vector small n is NR into 1 and the M is the number of spatial data streams sent to the general case. So here for the case of pure diversity precoding, only one data symbol is sent at a time. So where capital M is equal to 1 and the SNR maximizing precoder F and postcoder G are the right and left singular vectors of H corresponding to its largest singular value, that is sigma x, sigma maximum, where capital M is equal to 1 and the SNR maximizing precoder, that is F and postcoder G at the right and left singular vectors of H corresponding to its the largest singular value, that is sigma maximum. So therefore the equivalent channel model after the pre-coding and post-coding for a transmitted data symbol, so x becomes, that is small y is equal to hx plus n, where is nr into 1 and in the left multiplying by 1 into nr. So post-coding vector g gives the simply. So when the left multiplying by 1 into nr, the post-coding vector g simply gives, that is small z is equal to sigma max into x plus nz. Therefore the received SNR will become, so therefore the received SNR will become gamma is equal to epsilon x divided by sigma square into sigma square max. So where sigma square is the noise variance of nz. So this is the sigma square is the noise variant of this nz. So since the value or expected value of sigma square max is not deterministic, so the SNR can only be bounded as, so here since the value or expected value of sigma square max is not deterministic, so the SNR can only be bounded as is modulus of h per modulus of h divided by nt is modulus whole square of f divided by nt into epsilon x divided by sigma square is less than or equal to gamma, which is less than or equal to double modulus of h square f into epsilon x divided by sigma square. So here just the total sum of all the powers of each spatial channel is defined as, the total sum of all the powers of the each spatial channel is defined as the double modulus of h into f is equal to square root of summation of I is equal to 1 to nt into summation of is j is equal to 1 to nr into hij square. So here for the sake of comparison, by generalizing the SNR expression for 2 cross 2 STBCs, so here the SNR for the case of STBCs is given as, it is gamma of STBC is equal to double modulus of h square f into epsilon x divided by nt into sigma square. So by comparing this equation and this equation, so it is clear that the linear precoding achieves a higher SNR than the open loop STBCs by the factor of NT, where NR is equal to 1, the full SNR gain of 10 log to the base 10 into NTdB is achieved. So that is the upper bound of SNR is becomes inequality. Becomes an equality. So here the special case of here in this the special case of m is equal to 1 is known by the names including the maximal ratio transmission, that is MRT, and eigen beamforming. So here the spatial multiplexing occurs whenever m is greater than or equal to 2. So here to employ the linear diversity precoding, the CSI is required at the transmitter. So this could not acquired in a TDD system by channel reciprocity, since the uplink and the downlink channels are in the theory equivalent. So in an FDD system, the feedback from the receiver to the transmitter is required. So here for a multi-antenna channel, accurate feedback of the entire channel matrix, that is capital H, would require a very large amount of overhead. So particularly in mobile channels. So this is about the linear diversity precoding. Is there any doubts regarding this? Next you have interference, cancellation, suppression, and signal enhancement. So here the available antenna elements at either the transmitter or receiver can be used to suppress the undesired signals or enhance the power of the desired signal. So here the available antenna elements are going at either the transmitter or the receiver can be used to suppress the desired signals or enhance the power of desired signal. So here in the multiple antenna systems, the channel is multidimensional, and so the dimensions of the channel can be applied to null interference in a certain direction while amplifying the signals in another direction. Rather than increasing the statistical diversity of the total signal, as in the precoding or in the preceding section, the energy can be instead be steered. So here in this, depending on the amount of information available about the interfering channels, so there are three approaches of interfering suppression and signal enhancement. First one is the DOA based beam steering, and the second one is the linear interference suppression, that is complete knowledge of interference channels. The third one we are having linear interference suppression, that is statistical knowledge of interference channels. So next we are going to study the DOA beam forming. So here in the DOA based beamforming, where the electromagnetic waves can be physically steered to create a beam pattern as either the transmitter or at the receiver. So here at the transmitter, this causes the energy to be sent predominantly in a desired direction, while only a small amount of residual energy is leaked in the other directions. So here the more antennas are used, the more control over the beam pattern. So here the most common and simple form of this is the static pattern gain beam streaming, which is known as sectoring or which is known as sectoring concepts in the cellular system. So in the sectoring, the static patterns are created. For example, in a three-sector cell, a strong beam is projected over approximately 120 degrees, while every little energy is projected over the remaining 240 degrees. So sec- at a sectored receiver, the idea is similar. So here the energy is accepted from the desired direction while suppressed from other directions. So here the beam streaming approaches performed to produce the beam patterns can be finely and dynamically adjusted to attenuate the undesired signals while amplifying the desired signals. So these approaches performs to produce the beam patterns that can be finally and dynamically adjusted to attenuate undesired signals while amplifying the desired signals. So here the various signals can be characterized in terms of the direction of arrival, that is DOA, or angle of arrival, that is AOA of the each received signal. So here the each DOA can be estimated using the signal processing techniques such as music and Asperate and MLE algorithms. So from these acquired device, a beamformer extracts a weighting vector for the antenna elements and used it to transmit or receive the desired signal of a specific user while suppressing the undesired interference signals. So here when the plane wave arrives at the d-spaced uniform linear array, that is ULA with AOA, that is theta. So here the wave at the first antenna element travels in an additional distance of d sin theta to arrive at the second element. So this difference in propagation distance between the adjacent antenna elements can be formulated as an arrival time delay, that is tau is equal to t by c sin theta as the result. So the signals arriving at the second antenna can be expressed in the terms of signal at the first antenna element as So here the signal arriving at the second antenna can be expressed in the terms of signal at the first antenna element, that is y2 of t is equal to y1 of t into exponential of minus j2 pi fc tau. So which is denoted as y1 into t to exponential of minus j2 pi. So fc tau can be denoted as d sin theta divided by lambda. So for antenna with an array with nr elements all spaced by d, the resulting received signal vector can be therefore expressed as the resulting received signal vector can therefore expressed as, that is y of t is equal to y1 of t into y2 of t tends to ynr of t into t. So here y of t can be rewritten as that is y of t is equal to y1 of t into 1 into exponential of minus j2 pi d sin theta divided by lambda, which tends to exponential minus j 2 pi into nr minus 1 into d sin theta divided by lambda into t. So this can be considered as a theta. So here where a theta is the array response vector. So in the following we show an example to demonstrate the principle of DOA based beamforming. So here consider a 3 element, that is ULA with small d is equal to lambda by 2 spacing between the antenna elements. So assuming that the desired user signals is received with an AOA of theta 1 is equal to 0, and the two interfacing signals are received with AOS of theta 2 which is equal to pi by 3 and theta 3 is equal to minus pi by 6 respectively. So here, make a note of this figure. So here this figure shows the beam pattern using this weight vector. So as expected, the beamformer has a unity gain of the desired user and two nulls at the directions of two interferers. So this is the null steering beam pattern of DOA based beam forming using three elements. That is ULA with lambda by 2 spacing at the transmitter antennas, the AOS of the desired user, and two interferences are 0, pi by 3 and minus pi by 6 respectively. So here, since the beamformer can place nulls in the directions of interferers, so here the DOA based beamform in this example is often called the null steering beamformer. So here the null steering beamformer can be designed to completely null out interfering signals only if the number of strictly strictly less than the number of antenna elements. So here we are designing the null streaming beamformer to completely null out interfering signals only if the number of such signals is strictly less than the number of antenna elements. So that is the number of receive antennas, that is NR. Then the NR minus 1 independent interference can be cancelled. So here the disadvantage of this approach is that a null is placed in a direction of the interferer, and so the antenna gain is not maximized at the direction of the desired user. So here typically there exists a trade-off between interference null and the desired gain lost. So we have thus far assumed that the array response vectors of different users with corresponding AOS are known. So here each resolvable multipath is likely to be compressed of several unresolved components coming from significantly different angles. So here in this case it is not possible to associate a discrete AOA with the signal impinging the antenna array. So here therefore the DOA based beamformer is really one viable of loss environments or in environments with limited local scattering around the transmitter. So this is about DOA based beamforming. Next we have linear interference suppression, complete knowledge of interference channels.
ಹಲೋ ಮನೋಹರ್,
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಅದು ಫೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದೀಯಾ ನೀನು? ಅನ್ಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಆಯಿತು. ಮಹೇಶ್ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಸರ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ.
ಅದೇ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಹೈಯರ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಬಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀನು ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಲ್ಲ,
ಓಕೆ
ಓನ್ಲಿ
ಸರ್.
ಅಂತ ಕೊಡು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ನಿನ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು?
ಅದು ನೀನು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಕಡೆ. ಅದು ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರಿಮೂವ್. ಸಾರಿ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ students, we have no other option that those who have not paid, they should not be allowed for these sessions from today onwards. So by forcefully we are doing this, we have no other options. Make sure that you are paying the fees and you are joining the sessions, otherwise we need to remove it. Okay, ಮನೋರ್ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ತೆಗಿಯಪ್ಪ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ ಅದೇ ತರ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಆಯಿತು
ಸರ್. ಯಾವ ಫೀಸ್ ಸರ್?
ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಫೀಸು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ನಿತಿನ್ ಸರ್ ಇದೀರಾ ತಾವು?